Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new locals feature match. I know it's been a couple days, and that's primarily my fault because I am a procrastinator, but I do have 2 locals worth of feature matches to commentate over. So yeah, here is round 1 from March 18th's locals, where we have Trix on the left versus branded Despia on the right. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this one. And yeah, also big reminder, there is a donation button somewhere on this video, whether you're watching on mobile or on desktop, as I am currently doing a fundraiser to help fight climate change alongside of our One Deck 1 Month series. So this fundraiser will last a month, 1 week past the 4th episode air date for the 4th episode of One Deck 1 Month. So our goal is $1,000. There are donation incentives to go with that. 250 giveaway, 500 workout stream on Twitch, 750 community voted for a community vote for the next deck I play on One Deck 1 Month, and at 1,000 we hit our goal. We do One Deck 1 Month Earthbound Immortal, which is a long-running Discord meme. So that'll be interesting. Please consider donating to this great cause if you haven't already, and if you cannot donate for whatever reason, please feel free to share the video and inform others that we are currently doing this. So thank you in advance. And let's get into the video here. So we're going to see Trix go first. They go ahead and normal summon Mermelio. It does get ashed. And then we'll see them link into Sarah, set a back row, and pass turn. Not opening the greatest there. No access to Holatea. They would have been able to keep going there had they have that. But they do not. And speaking of Ash Blossom, we're going to see another Ash Blossom trade. Arguably in a much better way. Hitting that branded fusion. Although they do have Fenrir on board. And they also have that Aliber that they got out by pitching. I believe that was Tragedy. And on the resolution of Ash, we're going to see Fenrir activate. It's going to banish the Sarah that should be banished face down. And then we're going to use the graveyard effect of Despia and Tragedy to go ahead and banish itself, to go ahead and re-add that branded fusion back to hand. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Tragedy sets the card. I could be wrong though. Let's see. Then target 1 branded spell trap, set it to your field. So that branded fusion should be set to the field. Yeah. Small little mistake there, but he will go ahead and attempt to go battle phase. He'll flip up the new trap hole that'll clear the Fenrir. Unfortunately, he'll have the pass turn there. Our Trix player, unfortunately, will have to set one and pass turn as well. Not opening a super strong hand here. And they're going to pass back to our branded player, who will lead with that branded fusion that they would have technically had set on the field. Doesn't really matter at this point. Still attempting to activate it. They'll respond with Ash, our Trix player, and then our Despia player will respond with Crossout Designator. So that will go ahead and resolve here. They're going to send Albaz and the Bestial Lubellion. And Branded Fusion is going to go through here, so this means a big jump in advantage for our branded Despia player as they fusion summon for Albion, the Searing Dragon, Albion the Branded Dragon. That's what it is, right? And then you can use the Albion, banishing the Albaz and the Aliber for Lubellion, the Searing Dragon, discarding Albaz, putting back itself and Albaz, of course. We'll see Mirror Jade come out now. And our Trix player is going to need something really, really strong here to get them out of the bind that they are currently in. Floodgate Trap Hole, though, on the summon of Mirror Jade. Now, they could respond here with Mirror Jade and dumping Albion, which I think would have been correct, but it looks like they're going to miss that opportunity. They could have just chained Mirror Jade, sending off another Albion, but I guess it doesn't matter so much since they have the Bestial Lubellion engraved. And they are going to use it to send off Albion, the Fusion, which I want to pull up Bestial Lubellion because I remember there being some specifics around this card. By attributing 1 level 6 or higher dark dragon monster, and Albion is a dark, I believe. Okay, so yeah, Albion the branded dragon, yeah, okay, it's a dark. All good there. So they'll be able to send it off and summon out the Bestial Lubellion. It's going to go ahead and place Branded Lost. And end phase, they're going to set, I think, Branded Banishment off of the Bestial Lubellion, or not Bestial Lubellion, sorry, the Albion the Branded Dragon. And that looks like it will do it for their turn. Trix player drawing for turn and realizing it is not going to be enough. Whatever they drew was not good enough, obviously, to get them out of that situation. We're into a game 2. Quick shout out to Imperium Duelist, guys. Check them out at the link below, and don't forget to use my discount code WinterKills at checkout to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. We're going to see our Trap Trix player go first here again in game 2 and opening up very, very poorly yet again. Super unfortunate. But they do have D-Barrier, which is just a great card, you know? Love D-Barrier. Love it so much. As somebody who's playing an Ixies-based deck right now, I can tell you I love D-Barrier. He's going to use it directly in response to that branded opening. Now, they could have just waited, honestly. I think that was a little bit premature. They definitely shotgunned that there. I mean, I feel like you want to... Well, now that we know what we know, and that he has Jinzo in hand, I guess shotgunning it is just better, because had they waited for them to use Branded Fusion, they would not have been able to use D-Barrier. So I guess it's actually better that they shotgunned it. But in every other situation, I feel like you wait till Branded Fusion is activated. But they have Jinzo on field now, which is hilarious. Our Trap Trix player really not getting any better luck here. They are going to be forced to pass turn. And they do have Ash and Lancia in hand, it looks like. Holatea and a couple other cards. They're going to go ahead and normal summon Alibur here. That's going to go ahead and grab Branded Lost. We'll activate Branded Lost. And they're going to activate Branded Fusion. Slap that Ash Blossom down in the table, please, as we do not negate activations. They have Parallel Exceed as well. It looks like they just need a Trap Trix monster. That's literally the only thing they need. I mean, they could use Holatea. Well, no, they can't. Jinzo's on board. Never mind. So they literally need a actual Trap Trix monster. So, very, very rough here. Looks like they're going to use Albion the Shrouded Dragon in hand. That's going to go ahead and send probably Retribution. Now, they could Lancia here to make it so they don't get that effect of Retribution to add back that Branded Fusion. They'll get a draw there. Looks like they drew into... Maybe it looks like a hand trap. Not entirely sure. They're going to move into the battle phase, though, swinging in with Alibur and Jinzo. Dropping his opponent down to 1,400, and they're going to set one and pass as we see our Trap Trix player here finally draw a Trap Trix monster in of Mantis. They're going to use Mantis effect. That's going to get ashed. But now, at least, our Trap Trix player can start playing the game. They're going to go ahead and link off that Mantis into Sarah. And they're going to activate Parallel Exceed. This is probably where they wish they maybe have saved that Ash Blossom for Parallel Exceed, because it's going to put them a lot farther ahead right now than that Mantis search probably would have. Because now they have access to a rank 4, which means they can get rid of Jinzo. Because Jinzo is only at 2,400, and I believe Pinguicula, and there might be another Trap Trix Exceeds that has a higher attack. Looking at Evil Storm Exciton Knight as well, that could come in very, very clutch here to equalize the playing field. And then go into a Zeus. But that doesn't help out a lot for the engine. Especially since it means it'll be getting rid of your Sarah. But they have Holatea in hand. So I don't know, maybe I'm not a Trap Trix player. And I'm just observing this as I am right now, as, you know, in the moment. But I feel like maybe you could go Exciton, since he would have less cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, they're equal in card advantage. Never mind. Exciton is not an option. I think Exciton would probably have been the absolute play, though. They have Imperm, Holatea, and Lancia in hand. Yeah, had their opponent have one more card, I think Exciton probably would have been the move. But they're just going to go for, I think, Pinguicula, run over the Jinzo for 100. And now that they got Jinzo off the field, they actually can start to play. Main phase 2, they're going to use Pinguicula effect, detaching. So going to go ahead and grab a Trap Trix from the deck. And we'll see. I think that's Pinguicula. I know there's Alamaris and Rafflesia, the other two. I think that's Pinguicula. So they're going to go ahead and grab Arachnocampa, which is an extender in the hand as well. And they're also going to get the effect of Sarah. Since a Trap Trix monster effect was activated, they can grab a trap. It's going to be Holatea. They're going to activate Holatea. Thinking whether or not they want to, or if they can discard another Holatea. It looks like they'll go ahead and do that, since it does have a graveyard effect to banish itself to bring out a Trap Trix monster. And since they use a trap, they can get a monster. Because Sarah is one hell of a card. That's what I used to have a hard time memorizing, like, what Sarah does since it has 2 effects, and they're kind of similar. It's if they use a trap, they get a monster. If they use a monster, they get a trap. So they're going to bring out Myrmelio from the deck. That's going to go ahead and activate its effect on summon, mandatory effect to destroy a spell trap the opponent controls. And yes, this effect can activate even if your opponent does not have any spells or traps. It's the same thing with Atlantean Marksman and Infantry. They can still activate. They're mandatory effects. They will activate even if there are no cards to destroy. But they do have a pretty good target to get rid of here. That's going to be Branded Lost. That card will generate boatloads of advantage next turn if it is not dealt with currently. They're going to go for Rafflesia with the Myrmelio and the Holatea. Activate Arachnocampa in hand. Special summon itself to the field. They still have Lancia and Impermanence in hand. And it's crazy to see all of what just one Parallel Exceed resolving has done for their board. Actually getting them completely back into the game. You can see why Parallel Exceed has gone up in price as much as it has. Pretty much any rarity has gone up a decent amount. I think the super rares that I have, I think they're almost like $4 a piece. At least the last time I checked, which was like a week or 2 ago. Price could have changed though if hype died down. They're going to go for the Trap Trix Link 2. Set Impermanence. End phase. They're going to go ahead and get the effect to go ahead and bring back a Trap Trix monster. And it's going to be Arachnocampa. And it looks like that will do it for their turns. They'll pass turn. It looks like our branded player is drawn. I think that looks to be branded in red. So they're going to set it. Activate Allure of Darkness. They're going to go for the Blind Allure. Hopefully they hit something. So if they don't have a Dark to banish, they'll have to discard their entire hand. And they do. They draw into 2 monsters there. And one of those cards is Mercurier. And that is going to get an effect when banished. Very, very good Allure of Darkness there. Huge allure. So not only will they get 1 card off of that from just drawing, but they'll also get the search now. Off Mercurier. And we'll see what they go ahead and grab here. They go ahead and grab Albaz. Albaz can go into this board pretty well. It can address one of the main problems on the field right now, which would be Rafflesia. Especially since Rafflesia can't really deal with Albaz, not even with Floodgate Travel, because it just says this card. So long as Albaz doesn't leave the field when it's trying to resolve its effect, not much Rafflesia can do about it. At least, you know, flipping it face down. So they're going to go ahead and normal summon Albaz. And 2 on-summon effects here. They're going to go ahead and activate Albaz. Chainlink 1, Rafflesia Chainlink 2 to copy a trap hole that fits this specific situation. And if they have Bottomless Trap Hole in their deck, that would be a really good one to grab. This Floodgate Trap Hole isn't going to cut it. And it looks like they aren't actually going to use the effect of Rafflesia there, is that they don't have any trap holes that they can use. I mean, they could have used Floodgate, but there's no point in using it. So they're just going to let it resolve. And they're going to get into Mirror Jade. They discard Serenir as well. So this is going to trigger a couple effects here since they got the Branded Lost back via the Retribution. So they're going to get Serenir effect. And they're also going to get Branded Lost. Or they might not be getting Serenir. But they're going to go ahead and grab Mercurier off of the Branded Lost. So now they have a negate in hand. They're going to activate Fusion Deployment. Which that was the draw for turn. It was not branded red. And they're going to go ahead and reveal the Grand Guignol. That's going to go ahead and bring out Cartesia, the blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. So they have a Polymerization on board. They're going to go ahead and use the effect to fuse off with the Alibur and the Cartesia into Grand Guignol. And they'll go ahead and resolve that effect now. They're looking at possibly using Imperm there, but just deciding to hold it until the last possible second. They're going to go ahead and dump Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. And things were looking pretty good here for our Trix player, but the board is getting broken. One Albaz came in very, very clutch there. So they're going to go ahead and use Holatea now to go ahead and bring out Sarah. Now, really, their only hope now would be to get a Boudica out of the deck and banish something. They're going to go ahead and activate Imperm, though. And it's going to get Mercuriered. Not much that can be done there. And it looks like our Trix player will admit defeat, as things definitely do slip out of their hands there and out of control into the favor of our branded Despia player. So that is going to do it for the match. Unfortunately, our Trix player did not open up super well to start off either of those games. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and last but not least, a big shout out goes to our current Divine level channel members who are Misfit, HA Cyber, Cadillacs, 84, and Pony Stark. Thank you guys so much as always for extremely kind and very, very generous support of the channel.